You've probably seen the bristlecone pines in some of the nature videos that have come out in recent years, describing some of the most long-lived organisms on Earth. And this one, Pinus longeva, the oldest one in the world, not that this picture is that one, but the oldest one is thought to be more than 4,800 years old. So, the oldest living known individual of any species. And what's really interesting about this tree, and you can see just how kind of gnarled and twisted and just, how intense it looks. It's just this incredibly beautiful, kind of like almost this struggling, or like this image of just the difficulty, the challenges of life. And I think that's what this really represents to me, is that this species does exceptionally well in harsh environments. It's just really good at digging in to places where other plants just can't even grow, like in really rocky soils and areas where there's really almost no rainfall, and only thing that they're growing out of is dolomitic soils, just like an anhydrous carbonate mineral that they just dig into and just grow and just hold on. And then they just live in that extremely, stressful environment. But with that, they develop this incredibly powerful stress response. And that's one of the big concepts here, hormesis and autophagy, like the hormesis, especially that ability to overcome stresses and be stronger through it. So when we think about that idea from Chinese medicine, and then we move to this current kind of concept that, hey, how do we cure aging, right? We want to see aging as a dis-ease, and we want to find a cure for it. And the question is, why is there no cure? Well, in Chinese medicine, there's a finite amount of essence, right? Well, that's, something that's just, there's a certain amount. Could you cure it? No, but could you extend that? Could you enhance how much essence we get from the ecosystem, how much we're able to use and maintain ourselves from without using our essence? Yeah. And there's something called hormesis, which is really this, this idea that's essential and so important to medicine in general, is that we adapt to stresses by getting stronger, by strengthening the mechanism that deals with the stress, right? Charles Darwin is not the strongest or the most intelligent of the species that survives. It is the one that is the most adaptable to change. So let's just go through our activities to enhance the adaptive responses kind of, overview, right? Exercise, moderate to high intensity intervals, not too long, don't go catabolic, but you got to get into that heavy breathing, that burning muscle state. Caloric restriction, fasting and intermittent fasting. Slow breathing techniques, slow it down. There's some great data on 3 to 6 breaths per minute. Just slow your breath down like that. Improves what's called heart rate variability, which is a great indicator of health and vitality. Just as often as you can, just remember, breathe slow, meditate, immerse the body in cold, and do that hot-cold alternation. Practices like yoga, tai chi, and qigong, that mindfulness, calm the body, strengthen the inner spirit. Art therapy, open up to your passions, get your body open and flowing, get your energy moving, do the thing that stokes your creative fire, and find places for sexual intimacy. All these things are really important to help with this longevity practice.